I am so not done talking. So this is the same day, same 5 seconds later. I'm just gonna keep on and share these videos randomly on Mondays maybe throughout the next month. And I'm gonna film as many as I want to, and I'm going to stop whenever I feel like it. Oh, I wanted to stick this in. So let me know if you would love to see me journal or what you want me to do in these videos. I'm not going to edit them out. I'm just going to stop after like 30 minutes of rambling and then put them up and share them again the next week and just continue. This lamp came in on here. The question is, can you actually see this when it's in here? That's what I'm filming with. So please let me know what you think of this, because I'm kind of confused. Oh, okay, so this does not work. So we need some colorful paper behind. Do I have colorful paper? I actually do. I think that works. Let me just put this on here and then cut it out. Oh, maybe this is even too light. What other colorful paper do I have? Do I like this really loud? Yeah, this is from my plotter. It's really thick though. I'm unprepared. Yes, I'm using the lamp that you can clearly see is reflecting right here. I purchased it, and I like the flexibility of moving it up and down and tilting the camera angle. That is not what I was able to get with my other camera stand. But it prides itself to be extremely have a heavy foot. Maybe I should try there is one thing included that you can, like this. So I have this. This foot is supposed to be so heavy and so easy. And there's photos where they show this arm extended way over the desk. If I do this, my whole lamp is starting to tilt up, like this side is going up and then it wobbles. Of course. Wait, excuse me? Oh my gosh, my cat. I'm like, let me just turn you upside down so you can see. There we go. Let me move over there and rescue some dude. What are you doing, Maui? Come on. Oh, okay. Okay. Now what? Really? That's all you have to say? Okay. Sorry. He's still up there. Oh my god. What a cat. I'm gonna stop and turn the camera back around. You don't have to go through this twice. So I'm really happy and grateful for the flexibility of this lamp. I like how it is easily movable. I can turn it around. I can use it for reels, whatever. Now it's shaky though. I can move it up and down here. So that is cool. And there's this is included. So I could put this on the edge of my desk, but then does it reach all the way? I don't know. But I was kind of disappointed in that. I used to use a different stand. It's the Akron, AKRON stand, and that was, oh my gosh, when I first got that, I was ready to throw it out the window. It was the worst because it would completely fall over into itself. It would crumble basically. It has connectors that are like what are these called? This Gelenk in German. What the heck? Joints, and you can unscrew them, and then but the screw thingies are plastic, and so you would screw it in, and you would really be anxious that it wouldn't So I can't do two things at the same time, I realize again and again. They would completely crumble into itself, and then when you had it and you would put your phone, the whole thing would like go, even when you were filming, it would just like collapse. And then the further up you extended your arm, you could put it all the way out. And I was doing scrapbooking things at the time, so I needed a big picture view. It would fall over. So I would use these wooden blocks from my kids' playroom. And now I have them on the canvas lamp thingy because it's still wobbly. I think I'm going to use this. Let's just flip through this and see what else is here. There's lots of things here, but nothing that might help. I have boxes full of these things, and I feel like if I would just use this one box, I could use this for years and years. I think I'm going to actually use this one. I like this one even better. Do I? I don't know. So yes, so here's the thought. I'm going to just film along these videos as long as I feel inclined to film them, and when I don't feel the inclination anymore, they will stop. What's the other side? Think less, live more. Haha, we all know. What do you like more? Not that I'm listening to you, because I'm already going to be sticking this down, but I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, down. This is, where do you put the sticker then? If it's not, and then of course I'm going to rip this. So where was I exactly again? This is going here. I have some ephemera that I'm going to put in here, but I still am cleaning up my desk. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just stick this in here. My friend sent me stickers. These are German. So I thought maybe when I catch up, I can use those and then just get basically rid of them. I don't feel bad about getting rid of things. And yeah, so the 30 inks 30 days has made me realize again that I don't want to box myself into one specific content area. I'm not sick of ink per se, but I'm really reluctant. I have so many other things that I enjoy doing that I want to do and work on. This is the upside down, but it's okay. And I need to give myself the time that I want to experience, whatever. Meaning that I have, for instance, I have my reading journal here that I want to update. And I don't want to, same in my other video, I think, I talked about the fact that I was shortly thinking about switching over from my weekly journal into a maybe daily journal, and Hobonichi A6. And as much as that tempts me, I don't think that is doable for me, because that means that I have to devote most of my attention, of my creative time, to that journal, so to be able to keep up. And yes, keeping up is not the only thing that we should think of. However, keeping up is something that is on my mind often, and that that it riddles me with guilt, basically, which I realize that's not something that happens to everyone, but it happens to me. And so I think it's good to acknowledge that fact. And so being able to catch up in a journal when I'm falling behind is important. And it doesn't work in a journal where you have to fill. I brought the example with my 30 inks 30 days. I didn't journal during that time in my weekly journal, didn't put any creativity towards that. And so I have 3 blank spreads that I want to catch up on. And 3 sounds doable. I was a bit hesitant and afraid of diving in. And so I made myself just start this current week that we're on right now. And so I can go back. I went through my, what is that called? My long form journal. This is very rough, but it's okay. I just wanted to put this in here. This is my Happy Mail journal. I went through my long form journal and wrote out some events that I was writing about. This is not a full picture, but my weekly journal is never a full picture of my life. And so I can go back in here and look at it and see what I was going through besides hyper focusing on 30 inks 30 days. And so that's really helpful. And I don't have to like force myself to go back in and do it right away. I can just continue on, and when I have time and the inspiration, I can go back. So I was talking about that, and why I'm talking about that, the reason for that is that I am currently very pooped out with ink. Look at this flower. I need to put that somewhere. Ink stuff. And I this morning in the shower I was like, okay, I need to explore the inks that I'm inking up in October, so I need to do that. And then I want to work on my new ink journal, and I want to, before I can destash, I need to put those inks that I don't really want to use in my new ink journal, so I can have them as a visual representation in there. And I felt like I have to, I must do this. This is important. Yes, it is important for me when I enjoy doing it, but it's not important for me when I feel like it's an obligation that I have. For some reason, yes, of course, if I explore, let me grab my ink exploration journal. If I explore an ink in this format, this is how I did it earlier when I started. This is how it went on. This is how I changed it. Then I used this one, and it's basically still the same style, but just in a different layout. I have 21 inks in here, and there is, I don't know how many in this ink journal that I have explored. And while I was doing that, it was a lot of fun. So this is, if each one is on one line, this is 30. And then let's say it's almost like maybe 60 inks in here. So that's 80 inks that I explored. That's a lot of ink. I fell off the ink exploration bandwagon for a little while, and then I jumped back in, and I have to remind myself that it is totally okay to do the same thing. I don't have to explore all the inks that I ink up in my pens every month. I don't have to have all the inks that I have come through my desk, basically, in this ink journal. If I feel like I need to pass it along because it's just not doing it for me, I don't have to do these things. I can if I want to. And I need to I'm telling this to you because maybe you're in the same boat where you're like, okay, I have committed to this, and this, and this. And yes, you have committed to this, and this, but you haven't committed to doing it all the time for the rest of your life. It's serving you right now. And then, you want to come down? Okay. I will be right back. So I had to do some cleaning things too, and I'm back. But what I'm trying to say is, I will never ever get a full library of all the inks that exist on this planet. So it doesn't matter if I'm passing along a sample that's not logged in here. It doesn't matter if I'm exploring 80 inks and then I take a break for 2 or 3 months or even 6 months or a year. Doesn't matter. This is serving me when I like it, but it's not serving me when I feel like it's an obligation. And so I'm learning that there's just phases where maybe because I committed to 30 inks, 30 days, this is the result, which is okay. I can live with that. I'm coming back to this whenever I feel. So maybe that's was the trigger for this realization that, again, many of these things are arbitrary rules, and I don't need to put these on myself when they don't serve me anymore. Arbitrary rules are great when they are working. And currently, I'm just really exploring the knitting again, and I just don't want to devote as much time to my ink exploration. And that's totally fine. There's nothing happening because I'm not doing ink explorations. So that's what I wanted to tell you. I'm still contemplating the way that I want to continue with this. It's like, do I do this in a separate step? What I'm talking about is I have a full box of maybe 10 videos worth of, so about 70 ink samples, inks, not just samples, that I want to swatch. And I usually swatch them in my Tomoe River notebook, and then I swatch them on cards. I have changed my, how does this work? I think this is the way, yes. I have changed my setup to actually a Rolodex. Yes, I thought this would serve me better to flip through them easier, and it is nice, but I didn't want to redo all the work. So I cut the Rolodex papers down and just stuck my coloring cards on the, basically like so. And so I swatched them on here. That's what I started doing. And then I also started this ink journal where I did a chromatography and I swatched it here. But I feel like if I'm swatching so many inks, I should maybe go ahead and do it separately, because it just doesn't feel like it's doable in a video and me enjoying it at the same time. So maybe that's where I need to end up with this. And one thing I really want to redo is, so I made colorful dots, which I like, but some of these colors are just so similar. So I just want to purple dot, page this, and this. Green dot, page this, and this. Yeah. And then what I also did was I put all of those ink swatches and ink samples into my fountain pen companion, but I'm not sure I'm completely done, and I don't know where I stopped. And that's like driving me crazy, to get all the same information for each ink. So because where do I look if I have swatched it where? So I thought maybe in the fountain pen companion. So this would be the information that is in there as well. So it's a sample. It's from, I got it in February 2023. I got it from my friend Amy, and it is in the Color Family Swatch Book on page 11. That is what I would love to have for all of my inks, but I feel like I need to go in and go through all of them again, and that's like, I'm super Suki Kokoro right here. And there is the chromatography strip for that, which I did not expect this to be blue and orange. So yeah, so I'm like, that's something. Was it here? I don't know. We will figure it out. So I'm feeling like I need to go back through one more time and check. And then if it's in an ink journal, if I have explored it, it's going to be, this is going to be here. The ink journal number 2, page 24. Yeah, I am a librarian at heart. Yeah, is that where we were? Is that what I was going to talk about? I don't know. The color circle thingy that I'm using for this swatch book is this one. Maybe I should put it right here so I don't lose it. And I made, what are these? These are Post-it index tabs. And so I'm following this circle. So I have, how many sections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which I think is okay. And then I think I added brown. Do I need black? I don't know. Gray and brown. Which, if you're really all the way deep down in here, the grays are part of these colorful hues. I'm not good at that. And then the way I determined which ones I put in here, and I had a really, this is yellow green, and I had a mistake when thinking here. Let me check where I have Troublemaker Sea Glass so I can show you what my mistake was. So my thought was, well, yellow and blue is green blue because there's yellow inside. But that's not true because green is a mixture of blue and yellow, and it always has yellow and green inside, yellow and blue. Ta-da! What a great mistake that was. So I don't know, do I rip this out? No, I just acknowledge that I went wrong in my thought process. I'm continuing on. I really like this idea, but again, I love it, but at the same time I'm not really drawn to it right now. And so I don't know how long it takes to work on this. I think I put blues, some kind of blue I put in. Where is it? Right here. And there's that. So I have the greens and the blues, and that's it. And maybe I'm feeling another color at some point. Maybe I'm not. Again, I'm not going to be not destashing colors just because I want to have them in here. That is actually probably going to be harder to follow my own rules than doing ink explorations. There is 1 or 2 inks that I'm really curious about, so maybe that will get me gradually in there again, but maybe not. And that's okay. I wanted to show you another thing. Haha. I think I should rip this off because I don't like it, but I can just keep it and show it on my videos. I decided, I was super greatly inspired by Nusha from Ferocious and Pretty Pens. She shares her inked pens on this paper. However, she uses an A4 writing pad, and that has a really fantastic layout. It's like these blocks right here, And I wanted that in here too, but I didn't research on Amazon well enough to find out that that specific layout with the boxes right here is only available, or at least as I was able to find, is only available in A4. However, I wanted A5, so but I got lined, and I'm so in love with lines at the moment. Can't even tell you. Look at how my writing looks. It doesn't feel scrunched. I feel like I can do all the things. I did put a pencil line right here. However, it feels like it's getting smaller. Yeah. Let me measure this because it will bug me forever. Weird ruler. So from here to here is 3.8-ish. And from here to here is 3.5. So yes, it's getting smaller. I can't even draw a line for the life of me, I guess. So, but yeah. I don't know what she does up here. I just did these scribbly lines because I like it. And I think this is where I'm going to put my currently inked to share when I'm talking about them on my videos. Maybe not, I don't know. But I also really enjoyed the paper. I have loved Rhodia / Clairefontaine paper. But I got a dot pad and I tried my inks on there and I didn't really like them. But for instance, the Diamine Red Robin is a sheening ink, and on the Tomoe River paper, it's so excessive. But here I can also see some of the base color, which I super enjoy. So there's that. I can highly recommend this notepad. And if you make mistakes, it's really easy to just rip out the paper. And of course, I couldn't start on the first page. Stupid me. So I started on the second one because that's just how I roll. But that's another ink thing that I started. There's so many inky things that you can do. And I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm almost done. You know, I wanted to clean up my desk. That's basically where I started out, but I pulled out more things to show you than were on the desk when I started the video. So, and I'm like, I have a Roomba that is supposed to clean, but it doesn't sound like it's cleaning anymore. So I guess I need to figure out what is happening up there. I have a sticker here that needs to go in my sticker thing, which I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, in my embellishment thing. And then I want to wipe down my desk one more time. I made a list of things I need to do or want to do. Did I work on this list yet? Nope. But I'm glad I have a list now, so when I feel like I need to actually work on this, I can. I have some stickers. You know what I'm going to do first before I'm like doing all these things? I think I'm going to pack up my Happy Meal packages for my giveaway. Alrighty. I will see you when I see you. Thank you so much for watching me ramble and not do really anything but talk. I haven't... it's open. You know what we're going to do before I send you away? Oh, I want to try this. So it's still October 4th. Let's see how many videos I'm going to film today. And I'm just going to dip this and figure this out. That was a bad idea because I don't remember if there was any ink in this. It doesn't matter. Okay. This is so stiff. What is this? Like, okay. I would think that this, okay. I didn't learn my lesson. I should have put this in my ink miser. and then we railroad again. But it's also super stiff. This is... I don't have a... Okay, that's good. No converter in here. And this is the... Well, it definitely, because it's so stiff, is not, if you're not, like, even, you have to really press down so the upstrokes are thin. What is it? Whatever, X? 450. And I need to go check on my Roomba soon. I heard I feel like I could learn how to use this. It's definitely easier than I thought it was. I mean, this is not the actual like brush lettering, but you don't have to have a specific, you can just use your, what is this? Cursive. I heard the nib. Nib is going to rust. Rust in I find this very interesting that it actually writes for such a long amount of time in no time. So how do you this makes me want to bring out my browser nibs again and use them. Do you care? For this, you know what? I should have. Oh, see, now it's falling. This is. Oh, look at this. Not shaking, unfortunately. Do you care for this pen? So I can. Now I want to explore vintage nibs and vintage pens and flex pens, so I can maximize. Yeah, isn't that like the best word? Maximize. There's a lot of ink in here. It's life span Do you have any ideas, tips, or anything for this? I think I'm going to clean this out now and let it air dry and hope for the best. I think in my other video I said I can't remove the nib and feed, so it is what it is. If this is rusting, then I just won't be able to use it anymore. Let me know. I'm going to log off now for sure. See you soon. Until then, bye.